You've put hours and hours into your save. Blood, sweat and tears have gone into every single promotion, every single victory, and you've finally been given a brand new stadium by the board. And they've absolutely shafted you with the new stadium name. It's terrible. I'm in the same position. My new stadium is the Lincoln Gibraltar Stadium. I mean, how terrible is that? Don't worry though, because there is a very easy way to change the stadium name without having to use the pre-game editor, the in-game editor, or any sort of third-party editor. I'm going to explain how to do it for you right now. Before I explain that though, would massively appreciate it if you could drop a like on the video for the algorithm, leave a comment down below telling me what you're going to change your stadium name to, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for plenty more videos. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get this little ID thing up here. Now if you can't see it in your game, it's very simple to do. Go to the drop down menu here, go to preferences, and once you're in preferences, go to advanced, and then drop this little menu down to go to interface. Once you're in there, make sure you click this one here, show screen IDs in the title bar to assist skinning. Once you've confirmed that the skin reloads, you'll then see all the ID numbers in the game. The only one we're concerned with though is this one for the stadium, and make sure you make a note of it, write it down somewhere, take a screenshot, just make sure you have it for the next step. The next step though, we don't need Football Manager open, so let's close this down. For the next step, you're going to want to open Notepad, because Notepad is where we're going to make the change needed. All you need to do is type in quotation marks stadium underscore name underscore change, then put the ID number in, and then inside of quotation marks what you want your new stadium to be called. So in my instance, it's the One Football Arena. It's as simple as that. That's literally everything you need to do to change your stadium name. However, you do need to save it in a specific way in a specific area. So first of all, I'll show you where you need to save it. It is a little bit of a maze to try and find the right place to save this Notepad file, but don't worry, follow along the video, you'll be absolutely fine. You want to go to the hard drive where you have Football Manager installed. So for most people, it's going to be their local disk, so usually known as the C drive. If you save your games to a separate hard drive like me, then you want to go to the hard drive where Football Manager is installed. For those of you who have Football Manager installed on your local drive, just go to Program Files, go down to Steam, go down to Steam Apps, and then go into Common. This will bring up a whole list of all the games that you've got installed. For me, it doesn't, because all of my games are saved on a different drive, the G drive in my case, because G for games. In this instance, you just want to go directly to Steam, go into Steam Apps, go to Common, and this is the list of all the games. So once you're on this bit, obviously you want to go to Football Manager 2021, go into Data, go to Database, go to DB, and then you've got 3 different folders here. These different folders represent the different versions of the game that has been out. So 2100 is the game when it came out right at the start of the beta. 2101 is an update halfway through the beta. And then 2111, basically 1.1, is when the game came out after beta. The Notepad file that we just created, this needs to be saved in the database folder when you created your save file. However, saving it in the wrong one isn't going to hurt. So to be on the safe side, it's probably best to just save it in all 3 if you can't remember when you created your save game. Once you've worked out which folder you need to save it into, so for me it's 2111, click into 2111 and click on LNC. Now this is the folder you need to save it in. So we head into our Notepad file again, go to File and go to Save As. Now the most important thing here is go to Text Documents here and click All Files. We don't want to save it as a text document. We want to basically change the file to it to be recognized in the game. The name we are going to call it is stadiums.lnc, and then click Save. So we can close this down now, and you can see it's created an LNC file called Stadiums. No idea what LNC means, but it's compatible with the game, and it's what the game recognizes, so let's just leave it as that. Now all we have to do is load the game back up. We're now back in the game. I can click on Lincoln Redimps, and I can go to Facilities, and I can see that the stadium is now called the One Football Arena. Now there is a chance that potentially it might not have changed straight away in your game. In that case, go to Preferences down here, and then we're back on this interface section right now. You can get rid of the ID things, we don't need the ID. What you might need to do is untick Use Caching to decrease page loading times, and then make sure you click Reload Skin when confirming changes in Preferences. Click Confirm. It will change the skin, it will take a few moments or so, but that might be an extra step you need to do if it hasn't loaded itself into the game, a new stadium name. So there we go, that's how you do it. Very quick, very simple, and the possibilities are endless. If there's a stadium name out there that you just don't like, for example, maybe you've taken over Manchester United and you don't like Old Trafford, you want to call it New Trafford or something like that. Exact same process, you just get the database number out there, you put it into Notepad, you save it as an LNC file, and you get back in game, it's New Trafford. It's very, very simple. So hopefully you found today's video helpful. If you have done, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.